welcome to my August TBR. I thought it'd be fun to pick our TBR together for the month of August. And for my first TBR video, I wanted to do the classic TBR jar. So I made one. It's in this mug, but there's a bunch of prompts in here. I'm going to be picking from my TBR cart over here, as well as the embarrassing amount of books that I bought in the month of July, which haven't been placed onto my TBR cart yet. In the month of July, I think I read 9 books in the month of July, but I definitely won't be reading as many in August. I'm actually going away for 2 weeks and 4 days. Yeah, so I'm actually away more than I'll at home, and when I'm away I won't have any time to read. Maybe like I'll bring like 1 book, but that won't be very many. So I think I'm gonna pick 5 books for my August TBR, just so that it's like enough that I can still read them and like finish my TBR. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, the first prompt is book with less than 250 pages. That is so fitting for this month. That is so perfect. 250 pages is not a lot though. Do I even have one that's less than 250 pages? Prompt number 1, and I'm already running into a problem. I have another TBR that I just walked off to, which is why I haven't shown it, but I have like a tree bookshelf over behind the camera, and it has more books that I'm just not really super excited to read, and also just books that have been on my TBR for a really long time, so I'm gonna just put them over there. But anyways, I have 1 book that's under 250 pages. It is 221 pages, and that is Why the World Does Not Exist by Marcus Gabriel. I really don't want to read this book, and I'm really sad about the prompt. If it were under like 300 pages, I would have had so many good options, but this has been on my TBR for way too long, so I guess now I have to read it. Okay, second prompt. Oh, book with a person on the cover. Okay, let's see. I actually really want to read, I already know which book I'm going for. That is Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. I'm taking this prompt as like, this counts as a person on the cover. I don't really have any with like real people on the cover, so this is like as close to the prompt as we'll get. Last month I read Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, and I gave it 5 stars, so I've really been wanting to read another book of hers, and this is the only other book that I own, but it's Same Time Next Summer, and that will be our second book on the TBR. Okay. Third prompt. Oh my gosh, you know, I wrote this prompt and I was like, I really hope I don't get it on the first go, because it's a book with a sword on the cover, which is like fine and all. I just really don't want to read a fantasy at the moment. Well, this makes me feel better about it. Powerless, of course, has a sword on the cover, so that will be my next pick. I have started this book a little bit. I'm at 66 pages, so a little chunk of the way through. I was annotating it really heavily, so that like writing in the margins and stuff, which is why I was reading it so slowly. But I think I'm just gonna kind of go through and read it at this point. That is our 3rd book of the TBR. I am so excited about this one. This is our TBR so far. It's not really gonna get much bigger than that. Kind of boring, I suppose, for our first TBR video to only have 5, but that's okay. We have to do what we have to do. I'm not gonna set an unrealistic TBR. Maybe I'll do 6 just so I have options, but we'll see. The 4th prompt. Ooh, okay, a 1-word title. This is crazy. Do I actually only have 1 book with a 1-word title? I'm like a bit baffled by it, honestly. I really thought there would be, I don't know, I really thought that there would be more. Oh, there's also Anatomy, but I don't really want to read a fantasy at the moment, so I think I'm gonna go with Float. I'm actually pretty happy about this. I do want more like summer romances while we're still in August in the summertime, and because this was published as a Wattpad book, I imagine that the writing is very easy, flows very easy, and will be a quick fun read. Also, moment of appreciation for this cover. That is so cute. Okay, so that is the 4th book on the TBR. Okay, next up. Oh, a different time period. Okay. Like, I'm like looking at the 7-year slip, because that's not the same. 7 years is not a different time period, unfortunately. I suppose I could do a fantasy because they would take place in like the Regency. I don't think I have any real life books that take place in a different time period. So I think that like I would include like fiction and fantasy in that as well. So I think I'm gonna do I want to do Air Fire? It is just like such a big book though. I know it's gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna pick Air Fire for this one because although it isn't like, you don't get the Regency of it though. I'm thinking maybe this one I should do. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot more appropriate to the prompt. It says it's difficult to find a husband in Regency England when you're a young lady with only half a soul. I think it's definitely a lot more pertinent to the different time period that the prompt is referring to in like Regency England. So I think that this one actually just correlates a lot more with the prompt. Alrighty, those are the 5 books that I originally wanted to do, but I think I'm gonna do a 6th one just to, I mean, we can be optimistic and so just to give a little bit more choice within the month. The last prompt, book with a black cover. Okay, it's not looking too good for my romance. Oh, okay. Okay, no, this may not look good for my romances, but I actually do have a book in mind. But the book that I'm gonna pick is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. Last month I read, oh, this book is so floppy. I feel like it's floppier than the first one. Okay, last month I read Red Rising. I loved it, so I gave it 5 stars, and I really want to continue the series this month as well. So Golden Sun is going to be my last and final pick for the month, and I'm very happy with that. I mean, obviously, I can read more than these 5 books if I want to, but I really love the ones that we have picked, minus this one. Let's just not look at this one. This one scares me. Oh, I didn't explain. Actually, this one I have started. I am like 70 pages into it, but this is like a philosophy book, so it's very dense, it's very heavy, and it's not very interesting. So that's why I'm hating on this book so much, but I do want to finish it. Why? I don't know, but I do. So this TBR is actually so stacked. I'm so excited. There's a lot of books in here that I'm really excited to read, and I'm so thankful that my prompts made me choose these. This is so exciting. Can't wait to read these. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!